I feel like this topic gets brought up at least once every 2 months, but Gojo still defeats Sukuna if Sukuna doesn't have the 10 Shadows Curse technique. And now that we know how the fire arrow works and the conditions in order it's activated, it's more clear than ever that Sukuna had no way to defeat Gojo without bypassing Infinity with the world-cutting slash. A lot of people really think that domain amplification with 4 arms would be more than enough to defeat Gojo. But with how good both Gojo and Sukuna's reverse curse technique is, if you genuinely think that just 4 hands and extra punching with domain amplification is enough to defeat Gojo, I really don't know how to explain to you that you're wrong. But I'm gonna try anyway. With Malevolent Shrine, Gojo was able to heal instantaneous attacks from both Cleave and Dismantle. You genuinely think punches from Sukuna with domain amplification are stronger than that? Because they're not. The next thing, domain amplification does not stop sure hit effects. That is simple domain and hollow wicker basket. We know this because domain amplification cancels out curse techniques, not sure hits. Which is also why Sukuna had to keep domain amplification on in order to grab Gojo in order to then nullify the sure hit effect. If the sure hit effect of Unlimited Void could have been nullified with domain amplification alone, he would have had no need to touch Gojo in order to nullify it. So if Sukuna had simply transformed into his 4-arm form, he would have just taken damage in his 4-arm form and he would have been in a worse state whenever fighting all of the students. And thanks to Choso, we know that the fire arrow is not a sure hit effect. The reason is because Choso was actually able to block this attack for Yuji, and if this attack was truly instantaneous and just hit everyone directly like a sure hit effect would, Choso couldn't block it. It doesn't matter if he had a blood shield or anything. Not only that, but if it still hit Gojo, like for instance in the first domain expansion clash battle, Choso was able to withstand this fire arrow for a decent amount of time, so it's pretty safe to say that Gojo with RCT would be able to heal through it as well. If you want to say it's because his output is lower, that's totally fine, but you can't quantify that his output will be so much higher that it would then just one-shot Gojo instead. So without a sure way around Infinity like the world-cutting slash, the 10 Shadows Curse technique was not enough for Sukuna to win. Which means without Maharag and the 10 Shadows Curse technique, Gojo does win this battle 10 out of 10 times if Sukuna doesn't have the 10 Shadows.